Hi there, I'm Tuomas, and this is a first one in a series of me kind of showing my recent record store findings, kind of like a record haul video, whatever the name's gonna be, I don't know. But just a casual video of me showing some of the recent vinyls that I've bought. I rarely collect CDs. Sometimes I do, but mostly just vinyls. And yep, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a recurring series on this channel, because I rarely actually buy multiple LPs once. I usually just buy one here and there, maybe 5 to 10 LPs in a year or something like that. It kind of varies. But this time I broke my habits and bought, here's 5 LPs actually. So let's go straight into it. This is a reissue. It was in plastic of the classic Johnny Cash live album from San Quentin, the prison, and I'm so happy to finally own this. I haven't listened to this yet completely. I've listened to the tracks from this a lot from CDs and Spotify, of course, but I haven't played actually none of these LPs over here. I haven't played yet, so waiting for a right moment for that. But I love the cover. It's such a cool classic shot. And I actually have a theory. Every album cover with blue cover, with like blue style, blue color, like this one, is great. I don't know why that is, but if it has blue in the cover mostly, or has blue in the title, the album is great. This is a theory of mine. You can prove me wrong, but I stand by it until somebody says something else. Where should I put these? Well, let's do it this way. And there's actually more of Johnny Cash. This is also a reissue of the 80s album Class of 55. It's kind of an interesting one. I have listened only some tracks from this. It's a nostalgic reunion sort of thing. Just wish Elvis was there as well, but obviously he had already passed away by this time. And it's such a sadness to think that Jerry Lee Lewis was the last one, and now recently he passed away as well. So anyway, this is an interesting LP. It has mostly songs by other people. I think there's one song by Johnny Cash, and then there's a song by John Fogerty from all the people. Big Train from Memphis, which is a longer track and ends this record. What do you think about this? I'm not sure if this is like what people think about this, how it's recorded. I have no idea. But I think it was a cool idea to have all of them together. And I just love Roy Orbison's music and voice, and Johnny Cash, obviously. I'm not so familiar with Carl Perkins and Jerry Lee Lewis, to be honest, but Roy and Johnny are some of my favorite singers of all time. So I'm looking forward to listening to that. Then I have a few, let's start with this one. I have a few Bruce Springsteen albums. This is the second album, the first one by him. The first one was the Greetings from Asbury Park, I believe. This came out in the same year. There is different members, and yep, it's a great record. And I've been actually collecting Springsteen's early work. So I think I have all his albums until Tunnel of Love. Now, except Darkness on the Edge of Town, and yep, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm missing some else too. I'm not sure, but he was such a like the stuff that he did, especially in the early 80s, are some of the best songs really ever written. I feel he's kind of underrated, to be honest. I know he's legendary, but some rock people don't put him that highly, and it may have something to do with the misconceptions of Born in the USA album. But yep, this is a great record as well. Kind of low key. I love this song, Brilliant Disguise. Yeah. And then we got one more. Oh, this is a classic one. My first own album by Bob Dylan. I've never actually owned a single Dylan album, so this is my first one now. I have listened to this on CD 10 years ago, but my memories aren't that clear, so I'm very much looking forward listening to this. It has a lot of classic tracks, obviously, and what a cool album cover. He looks so young, and he was young, obviously. I think this is from the year of 1964. Well, I don't know. I might be remembering that incorrectly, but correct me if I'm wrong. Yep, that was it. Then I've also been kind of busy doing... I'm gonna show a few of these. So anyway, we have this great library in the town, and they have some pretty great records. There's some Grateful Dead. I've been trying to get into jazz and get to know more of blues music as well. So I've started now with the classics. I really dig Miles Davis. He is great. And Herbie Hancock. Been listening to him. And obviously he also plays on a lot of Miles Davis music. At least some. There's more Herbie Hancock. I haven't listened to this one yet. Muddy Waters, Rare and Unissued. Really great recording. A lot of great songs. And Stevie Ray Vaughan. I would love to own this one. Great record. And a Terrapin Station by Grateful Dead. This one also is one of the... I own most of the studio albums by Grateful Dead, but this is one of those that I don't have. I just haven't found it anywhere. And then there's more Miles Davis. This one is... I mean, this cover, wow. This is one of the greatest album covers, I think. And the album is great as well. Bitches Brew. Really, really great double LP. Bill Evans Trio. This was more your typical jazz. I don't know that much about jazz, to be honest, but compared to Miles Davis, this sounded much more like what most people probably would think jazz sounds like. And then John Lee Hooker. I love this album. This one came out in the mid-90s, I believe. Boom Boom. It has re-recordings of some of his classics and stuff like that. And I actually dig this album a lot. It has a rockier, edgier sound than a lot of his older recordings, and I love the new version of the classic Boom Boom on this one. His voice is very gravely, very deep, and yeah, that was it. I have some other LPs over there as well, but anyway, these aren't mine. I'm just loaning them, and it's great to have a good library with a really, really awesome music collection as well, and you can keep these for weeks, so that's great, all for free, and I'm so happy that we have a system like that. So that was it. Hopefully I'm able to do another one sometime soon. Probably not, but I hope so. So yeah, do you have any of these albums? What do you think? Let's make a thumbnail over here. How am I gonna do this? Maybe somehow like this. I'm gonna do a little, what you call this? We say viuhka, but I don't know. Let's do it like this. Do you have any of these albums? What do you think of them? Would be nice to know. What would be your recommendations, by the way, of other classic Bob Dylan albums to start collecting? Is it like the 60s period, 80s? I know Blonde on Blonde, that's a classic one. I should have that, but I don't. And yeah. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.